an awful lot of points. Of course, the 007 car, that is not a full season entrant in the American Le Mans Series, so it is not eligible to score championship points. So even if it were to win the race, it would be the second place car that would get maximum points in the ALMS championship. And that is what is certainly going to be the 16 car guys are going to be looking at.
Well, look at this battle for the lead. Butch Leitzinger got him alongside there. Was there a little touch there as they went under the bridge over the start-finish line? You'd expect the 6-litre V12, normally aspirated Aston Martin in the Lowe's colours to have out-dragged the inline 4 and the Mazda-powered turbocharged car behind it, but that was remarkably close on the front straight.
A very forceful move there by Stefan Mucker to close the door on Stephen Keynes. He looked to make the move up the inside line.
Dare I say it, Stefan Mucker has known to be somewhat, shall we say, uncompromising in his driving style in Europe.
Forceful he has been, and already putting a lap there, I think, on the... Is it? My goodness me. That's Henri Richard.
That's the 52
his one spin at the start of the race, and he is just not paying attention, I'm afraid, there.
He was dozing at the start.
I'll keep an eye on the pressures.
And that's the engineer of Stephen Pien. So let's have another look as they came up the hill. And Steve, I tell you, Stephen's Butch Leitzinger rather, very lucky there that there was enough runoff on the left-hand side and enough purchase. He still had the traction.
Yeah, he did very well there, because that would have been easy to kind of panic there. I mean, somebody of Butch's experience isn't going to panic, but it was very heads-up driving there to keep his head around him and still make that pass and get through cleanly.
Now here's danger time for the leader, for Stefan Mucker in the Aston Martin as he goes by the number 3. This is Olivier Beretta, somewhat further down, 8th position in the GT category. Not been a great start for the Monegasque driver.
No, and the number 3 Corvette, they certainly qualified on the harder tyre, or so on the less sticky tyre, the slower of the Michelin tyres, who's on offer this weekend. The number 4 car, Oliver Gavin driving, and he will share that car with Jan Magnussen. They started on the softer tyre, and that is certainly what the quicker guys are running now at the front of the GT field.
And Ollie Gavin is not catching at all the Crown Plaza BMW in the GT battle.
No.
So you're not missing anything there. We've got the best battle on the track, on the screen, and this is the battle for first and second overall. There is the Crown Plaza BMW, and it's a clear road ahead of Joey Hand at the moment.
And behind, he's pulled out 6 seconds over his closest pursuer, that being the Corvette of Oliver Gavin. And Oliver Gavin has Bill Auberly. Here we are. This is that battle for second place in GT. Auberly looks to the inside, into the Mario Andretti hairpin.
First time I ever saw Bill Auberly driving was here about 13 years ago. He was driving an M3 towards a championship and then jumped out of it halfway through and jumped into a prototype to try and get that car at the end. It was terrible conditions, pouring with rain. He won the race overall in the V8 engined BMW prototype, and his M3, which he was going for the championship with, got, I think, we're about 3 laps before the end, and then conked out. So he had mixed emotions that day. Here come the leaders through this battle. That's 4th in GT. That was the Porsche on the right hand side. 3rd and 2nd right ahead of us, and Bill Auberly now is going to have to watch his mirrors as they come to the corkscrew. There's blue flags waving all over, and the leader goes down the inside. That's a very brave move by Stefan Mucker. He was really sort of gambling on the fact that Bill Auberly saw him.
And of course Bill Auberly did see it, because he is a thorough professional, and that was a very heads-up driving by Bill Auberly. Yeah, well, you know, Bill, you can't blame Bill for anything there. I think that was the muscle milk Aston Martin. They tried the outside line into turn 10, and with the other car already, with the second place car already going down the inside. That was a very optimistic try there from Lucas Lew. It didn't pay off, but it hasn't cost him an awful lot of ground, so he's got away with it.
Bill Auberly is going to be steaming about that, because he was on the tailpipes of that Chevy Corvette.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's not going to take him long to catch up. I think Ollie Gavin is struggling at the wheel of that number 4 Corvette. They did start on the softer tyres, and that was a little bit of a gamble. They were hoping for the cloud cover to be out this afternoon, as it has been pretty much all week here on the Monterey Peninsula.
Yeah, Yardley Hastings' favourite and best sports car driver, Ollie Gavin, chasing down being chased down rather by the 55 of Bill Overland. Consummate pro, as Jeremy described, and such a nice guy as well. We are truly blessed with the American Le Mans Series to have a great set of guys and girls that we work with. All people that you don't mind sitting down and having a cup of coffee with. So that is the battle still for second, third, fourth and fifth. There's your leaders, and Mucker has only got a 1 second lead.